Hey there, welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm Angella Sharpe. Now, you know, this is the time of the year where I bounce back and forth between St. Louis and Tampa. I'm working with the MLB network, so I'll be out there covering the Rays and all of that. But don't worry, I'll be back and forth a lot, so you'll still get to see me a lot this summer. But I'm pretty excited about it. I actually fly out tonight to Tampa to get started. The Rays home opener is actually on Thursday, so they have, you know, about a week ahead of your St. Louis Cardinals. All right, guys, now get this. Let's say you're stuck on a desert island and you can pick one of these Sesame Street friends to come with you. That's the question Sesame Street asked on Twitter last week, and let me tell you, the responses were super entertaining. A lot of people put a lot of thought into these responses, considering whether the potential candidates would make good company or possibly be useful in an escape. Others weighed their option based on size, you know, in case they never made it off the island. So what do you think? Your choices were Oscar, Elmo, Grover, or Cookie Monster. Well, I gotta tell you, I know hands down who I would pick. First of all, Elmo and Grover, super annoying. Don't want them with me at all. Cookie Monster has a lot of cookies, so I could live on cookies, but Oscar the Grouch has always been my favorite character ever since I was a little kid, so he would be who I'd like to be trapped on an island with. Now, there's still a lot of excitement going on from SLU making it to the big dance. Now, I know what happened to them, but don't worry, they made it there. They'll eventually get back there and they can improve on that some more. But Jimmy Fallon had a bunch of them come on the show. He actually dressed up as #the Panda and joined 14 other college basketball mascots for the first ever Tonight Show NCAA mascot slam dunk and three-point shooting contest. And guess what, you guys? The SLU Billiken won it all. I'm not even kidding. How awesome is that? So a little research on this. Apparently, there's about 3 or 4 students at SLU who participate as the Billiken. So what they did is they picked the most athletic of them and had that, he was a guy, go down there and take on the contest. But you know what weirdly threw me off was I saw the SLU Billiken on a lot of news programs talking. And everybody knows, I mean, I know a lot of mascot friends. You can't talk. You ruin the mystic of it. But he wanted to, you know, talk about himself, and why not? He did pretty impressive there. Now, coming up later on the show, I have Kidzpreneur. I've got Angela Sander and Joanna Reed here. They're going to tell us all about what's going on. So it's basically like kids making, you know, ideas, and they'll explain it to you. It's kind of like Shark Tank for kids right here in St. Louis. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. After 5 years and 94 cities, the world's greatest social experiment on love is coming to St. Louis. The Great Love Debate with Brian Howie is a wildly funny, interactive show on love, dating, and relationships, with guys on the left and girls on the right, and a group of leading panelists in the middle. There are going to be specialists and personalities on the stage. It's a unique show that promises a night of unforgettable fun while debating the current state of the date. The Great Love Debate rages on this next Wednesday, April 3rd, at the St. Louis Helium Comedy Club. You can get all your tickets online at St. Louis HeliumClubComedy.com. It is officially spring, and the Missouri Botanical Garden is ready for some of the awesome stuff that's happening this weekend. Cafe Flora will once again offer brunch on Sundays, and Spike Pavilion tram tours will also return, giving visitors the chance to learn about all of the beautiful displays, sculptures, and buildings as they ride through the garden. And if you're bringing the kids, be sure to stop by the Children's Garden. They're also reopening for the season, and education staff will be hand offering nature observations, hands-on activities in Bookings Exploration Center and Storytime in Tower Grove House. They have a lot of fun things happening at the garden, and you can plan your spring. Visit online at mobot.org. Now, of course, a sure sign of spring is opening day, and for all of you Redbirds fans, the wait is almost over. The St. Louis Cardinals home opener is next Thursday, April 4th at 3:15 against the San Diego Padres. And if you can't make the big day, don't worry. This is the first of a 7-game homestand with the Padres and then the Los Angeles Dodgers. You can find the full schedule at stlouiscardinals.com. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be playing hooky. I mean, it is an unofficial holiday here in St. Louis on opening day. And if you want to start that off, you can go to the Cardinals Nest for some breakfast. All right, Cardinals Nation Restaurant and Bar will be serving breakfast, and they have the Y98 Courtney and Company morning show there. They'll be broadcasting live, plus they'll have a special buffet featuring choice selections from the morning show crew. And for an extra charge, you can get bottomless mimosas and the Bloody Mary bar. There's gonna be giveaway prizes and of course a chance to win 2 tickets to the game. That's how we're gonna round out that morning. Now, the opening day breakfast will take place from 8 to 10, and you can make reservations at cardinalsnation.com. Soccer fans, we have good news for you too. The St. Louis FC boys are back in action for another exciting season of United Soccer League action, and they're off to a good start with wins for their first few games. You can catch them at home at Toyota Stadium at the Worldwide Technology Soccer Park in Fenton this Saturday at 1 p.m. This is a great time to go if you are a teacher too, because they are offering free tickets for teachers and administrators. And an additional bonus, bring your school ID to the pregame tailgate party, and you also get a free adult beverage. Check out stlouisfc.com for all the details and their full schedule. Now, if it's thrills that you're after, you're in luck. Six Flags St. Louis is now open for another exciting season of rides, shows, and adventures for the whole family. And the theme park has a new addition, the Ultimate Thrill Seekers. It's Supergirl. She is ready to send guests tilting and spinning head over heels with their feet dangling. Riders are raised up by a giant arm and then launched into a high-speed spin over the park's Britannia section. The park is open Saturdays and Sundays until summer. For more information, visit sixflags.com. Now, you can make your child's summer magical at the Magic House. They're offering week-long half-day camps for kids 4 to 8 and full-day camps for those 8 to 11. Campers will enjoy a different theme each day with fun educational activities, snacks, and exploration. The new this year, kids 6 to 13 can become makers, artists, and designers and turn their ideas into something incredible at the Magic House at Made, their new maker space for kids in the city of St. Louis. For information on all the available games and camps, go to magichouse.org. Now, you can also blast your kid into summer at the St. Louis Science Center. They have a variety of week-long summer science sessions for everyone, from preschoolers to teenagers. They offer mornings, afternoons, and full-day camps for ages 4 to 16. Summer Science Blast develop campers' interest in science through unique and hands-on experiences through several different themes. The Science Center also has a limited number of scholarships available, and the deadline to apply for those is April 1st. That's coming up quick, guys. For more information and to enroll, visit slsc.org. Now, the St. Louis Zoo will also have several education programs for the whole family this summer. Camp Kangazoo, I love that, offers 2 different full-day camps where campers entering 1st through 6th grade can play games and meet animals each day, beginning on Monday and finishing with a sleepover at the zoo on Thursday night. A sleepover at the zoo, that's awesome. They also offer camps for preschoolers and teens. Families can come and stay overnight, and a variety of really cool summer events, like Keeper for a Day and Junior Sea Lion Trainer. They all have all kinds of exciting programs available this summer, and you can learn more about them and their Camp Kangazoo scholarship at stlzoo.org. Earlier this year, St. Louis Magazine gave you the chance to nominate your favorite St. Louis eateries, attractions, personalities, and more for their annual A-List Reader's Choice poll. This is where they pay tribute to the best of the best. And guess what? Now it's time for you to vote. The winners will be featured in the July issue and honored at a special awards presentation this summer. Now there's more than 150 categories, and it's up to you to decide who makes the cut. You can vote once per category, and as an added bonus, if you vote in more than 20 categories, you'll be entered to win a $100 gift certificate to a top St. Louis restaurant. It's pretty cool. Voting ends April 19th, so head on over to stlmag.com and cast your vote. Guess what, guys? I found out weirdly today, I'm actually in that. So I got an email today that said I'm under sportscaster. I mean, come on. I'm in with like the best of the best. Like some of my friends, Joe Buck and Doug Vaughn and Jimmy Edwins and Renee Knott. Like I'm in with some really cool people. Plus I'm only one of 2 women. So it's just an honor to be nominated because we know I'm not gonna win, but that's okay. Now, Disney's live-action remake of its 1941 classic Dumbo is due to hit theaters this week. The new film, which is nearly twice as long as the original, not only retells the story of the baby elephant with its supersized ears, but it also gives viewers more of the world where Dumbo stories take place. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Special look at Disney's Dumbo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Medici Family Circus, where anything is possible and miracles happen. And now, introducing our world-famous flying elephant.
Just when I thought I had seen everything.
What do you think of that?
He won't fly without a feather.
All right, Dumbo, give me a showstopper.
Fly, Dumbo.
You've made me a child again.
Charming.
Come on!
Is that a monkey in your desk?
Just for emergencies.
Disney's Dumbo, rated PG.
Dumbo will hit theaters this Friday, March 29th. There's a lot of people in that, so it's going to be pretty exciting. As you can see, I've got friends here, right? I've got Angela and Joanna here with me. They have joined me. Oh, there's still information on Dumbo that's coming out March 29th right there on their screen. All right, we're having a Monday here today, so I'm going to need you all to help me get us back on track. What is Kidzpreneur?
Great. Kidzpreneur is a unique pitch competition for kids ages 3 to 13 years old. I'm sorry, from 5 to 13 years old. So think Shark Tank for kids. So what this really is, it's a community involvement event that allows kids to share their ideas and to really get out there and then have an opportunity to pitch these business ideas to local entrepreneurs.
Now, you've partnered with St. Louis Magazine.
Yes.
Why did you guys partner up for this?
So xplor came to us with this great opportunity based on their experience while trying to pitch Shark Tank a few years ago and said, hey, let's do this for kids ages 5 through 13. Nothing like this currently exists in St. Louis. Let's be a catalyst and create something great. And so it was a great fit for St. Louis Magazine as we have the St. Louis family branch of our publication. So it was a great fit.
Well, what I love about it is, like, we didn't really have stuff like this when we were growing up. And I feel like that might have changed a whole lot of people's lives if this was an opportunity for them. Is that kind of along the lines of what you guys were thinking as well?
Absolutely, and I mean that's something that we've been talking about a lot, is the fact that with the invention of the internet, anyone can start a business now. When we were younger, it was always a little bit frowned upon to own your own business. It's too risky, it's too scary. Now anyone can, and what's exciting is that it really opens up the doors to so many opportunities for kids.
So, well, how does this work? I'm assuming somebody has to kind of already have a idea right now, like what they would want to pitch to you.
Correct. So what they'll do is so if you are a child who has an idea, obviously go to mom and dad and say, hey, I want to enter this great pitch competition. And from there, you'll complete the application. And it's just a matter of what what your business is, why you're doing it, what problem you hope to solve. And then from there, you submit your application and you are officially part of the competition. And we have a mentoring session actually on April 6th prior to the competition itself, just as a way to sort of get everyone motivated and excited. And we have some amazing entrepreneurs that are going to sit on that panel, from Maxine Clark, who is the founder of Build-A-Bear, as we all know, as well as Kara Newark, who is the owner of Sweetology, and Talia Goldfarb, who was formerly on Shark Tank season 6, and she won with myself belts. So great opportunity for everyone to come out and hear from these local entrepreneurs.
I mean, and you just named some big ones, and I mean, I think every little kid growing up, Build-A-Bear was like, I mean, somebody from St. Louis came up with the idea
Yes.
of Build-A-Bear, and it's brilliant, and everybody loves it.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's really the whole focus of the event, is that there is so much entrepreneurship here in St. Louis, and there's so much going on in the St. Louis startup scene. So who better to represent the St. Louis community with that than Build-A-Bear and myself, Belts, which is Belts for Kids, and Karen Newmark with Sweetology and Cupcakes. And we also have 2 other children's businesses as well that are currently operating, called Need Love Bakery, that make gourmet dog treats that you make for yourself, and then also Sissy and Snap, which is 2 sisters that created a handbag line. So they'll also be there to talk.
And those 2 are children.
Yes.
They're-
Yep.
Wow. So
Yeah.
so these kids who enter, even if they don't make it through or don't win, can see that kids in the area have done this, and it's something that they can keep working on.
Exactly. It's very motivating to have these local kids that created their own businesses and have taken them through concept all the way to actually producing it and selling it to the community.
Now, so you weren't on Shark Tank, but you went through all the process. That's kind of what gave you the lead for this?
Correct. So my business partner and I pitched Shark Tank back in 2017, and we went through the entire process. And through that process, our kids were asking a lot of questions. We were like, well, how great would it be to be able to give kids the platform to be able to do this, where they're young, they're creative, they have all these ideas, they're not inhibited by what people think, and we just really saw it as an awesome idea, particularly in the city of St. Louis, with so much innovation happening here.
Right. I mean, that's pretty amazing that this is going to go on. Now, what is good? So the first step right now is they need to log on.
Correct.
With mom and dad's help, and kind of tell what their plan is. Do they need to have this prototype and all the marketing and all that stuff set up?
No, just the early stages of development. So basically have your concept, have some visuals so that you can thereby present to the panel of judges, and then just bring it to us on competition day.
I love that. And then there's that mentoring section, which kind of helps answer any of those final questions that they're going to have. And
Correct. How to do a pitch, how do I know what's the right thing to say, am I meeting the market demand? You get all of those questions answered on April 6th.
Well, because there's a lot of stuff, and you can't just come up with an idea. You also have to be able to pitch that idea, and for some people, that might be more scary than coming up with the plan itself. So this way, you gotta give them an opportunity to kind of walk through that before the actual competition.
Correct.
Yes, and this is not a high pressure competition. This is very family friendly, this is kids friendly. All of the judges that we have are super clued into kids, have kids of their own. So think of it more conversational, and we're really excited about it. And it gives the kids the opportunity to compete for scholarships and prizes as well.
Yeah, there'll be so much stuff that we could talk about, but we probably should tell everybody where they can find out information and find out about it.
Perfect.
So you can actually visit Eventbrite and type in Kidzpreneur, and it'll give you all the details on how to submit an application. In addition to that, find us on Facebook under Kidzpreneur as well.
I love it. Is there anything else we should know about this particular contest, or anything else coming up with xplor and STL Magazine?
Well, with this competition is that we also have a full vendor village that will be there that day.
Oh, you mentioned that.
This event is free to the public, so you don't have to be competing to come participate. But we have all kinds of kids activities that are going to be there, food and fun and music, and we just really hope it's a community-wide event that everyone feels comfortable coming and having a good time and really fostering education for youth. And it's at the Danforth Plant Science Center both weekends.
So even if someone's child isn't in it, they could come and kind of see what it's all about, and maybe if you continue to do it, their child can maybe enter in a coming up year.
Totally.
I love it.
Yeah.
You definitely need to check out, actually both these, St. Louis Magazine and xplor, but you need to check out this Kidzpreneur if you happen to have a child who has an awesome idea. This might be the spot for you. All the information is right there on your screen right there. And of course, like they said, even if you're not involved in the competition, come out, bring your family, see what it's all about. And if they do it again, then you can join us. We want to thank you, and you can always check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line right here at The Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for The Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.